What's this thing on? What's up everyone again? This is Clyde27 speaking and I am Tanedo from FN21E, and for today we're going to have a vlog about accounts payable. Ito nga po pala ang aking vlog reporting para sa aming final requirement sa aming subject, yung term na. So for today, we're going to talk about accounts payable. So pasensya na guys, it's really hot on my place right now, lalo na sa lighting setup natin na to, and it's very hot dahil sa lahat ng kita. Anyway, so let's talk about accounts payable. So ano nga bang meron sa accounts payable? So sa mga financing student dyan alike and mga accounting na student, napaka-familiar nyo sa word na accounts payable. So guys, kayo ba? Sa pagdarinig yung salitang accounts payable, anong unang-una yung naririnig? And hindi nakakabit ang aking microphone. We just fixed that one moment. Hello? So nakabit ko na ang aking microphone. So I do hope I sound better now, of course. So ano nga ba ang unang na iisip pag narinig nyo ang salitang accounts payable? Of course, pera, diba? And to make it simpler, kahit di ka finance or accounting student, ang accounts payable is basically perang binabayaran or asset na binabayaran. So accounts payable, sa i-discuss ko sa aking vlog for today, it's very simple. Hindi kayo may stress out and hindi siya ganun ka-broad. Although broad siya kung papalawakin mo talaga yung topic. Etong specific na i-discuss ko sa inyo is just the very basic stuff na na-encounter nyo in a daily basis. So without further ado, let's discuss about accounts payable at ang apat na nakapaloob dito. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so accounts payable. So we have the first one, accounts payable method is the COD and the CBD. So ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng COD and CBD? So, are you guys kind of familiar with the term COD? Of course you are. So, saan nga ba natin madalas na nakikita ang word na COD? Or letters, rather. So, usually yan, sorry guys, I'm dripping wet dahil sobrang init talaga. And the audio quality will be affected pag nag-air conditioner ako or aircon. Anyway, so ang COD, madalas natin nakikita yan sa drum roll. Drum roll. Any ideas? Of course. Dali lang yan. COD, madalas natin makikita yan sa online shopping. So, idea na kayo, of course. So, online shopping giants, Shopee and Lazada, obviously. So, saan nga ba or kailan dumadating ang COD na payment option? So, basically, if you're buying online, alam nyo na tong method na to. So, COD means cash on delivery. So, cash on delivery basically means na bibili ka kay seller, ipapadala nila yung product sa'yo, kapadala nila sa'yo, magpapadala ang, for example, LBC, ganyan, kadating nila sa'yo, that is the time na babayaran mo sila. So, cash on delivery. You will pay once the delivery got in place. So, here's my pera, kuya. So, for example na lang, magbigay tayo ng example. Hi po, kayo po ba yung umorder nitong 20-inch vibrating big black shaker po? Pang-blend ng food? Oo nga, ako nag-order nun. May problema ka ba sa shaker ko, kuya? Ma'am, pinapabayad ko lang naman po yung bill nyo lang po, magkano lang po. How much do you want? Magkano babayaran ko? How much? I have my blue bills here. I can pay whatever and how much you want, okay? How much? Bali, 3,000 po yung nakasulat dito. Daming pang sinasabing description. Delivery man ka naman. Hindi naman po ako magagawa ng masama. Joke lang kuya. Here's your tip. Thank you. Ay, thank you po. Wait niyo po, ma'am. God bless po. Pangit na. Ayun lang guys, konting parody lang. Pero yun nga, I hope you had a very good idea kung ano ang COD. And please guys, be nice sa ating mga delivery persons. Hirap din sila sa buhay. They're risking their life basically para sa ating products because basically it's community quarantine right now and napakadelikado ng babas. And they're risking their lives para sa product natin. Next! Okay, let's proceed to the next. CBD. So what does CBD mean? CBD means cash before delivery. CBD. Okay, so what does CBD mean? So cash before delivery.
Retard alert! Retard alert!
Cash before delivery. This is payment before the delivery takes place. So, most of the time, this takes place on sa mga product na mga medyo pricey or hefty yung price nila para ipagkatiwala ng cash on delivery. What if di lumabas si buyer? What if di siya sumipot? So, kailangan ni seller ng konting down payment. There you go. So, for example, bumibili ka ng iPhone 12, ganyan. So, iPhone 12 costs around, I don't know, I don't use iPhone, it's, let's say, 60,000-70,000. Umorder ka, for example, sa Lazada ng ganun. And, obviously, what if di naman guys, okay, sana hindi, and I'm not judging anyone. What if si delivery man, nagbigay ka ng cash na 70? Syempre, makati sa kamay yun. That is cash, tangible asset yun. Paano din siya sumipot, di ba? So, that is the time na kailangan ng cash before delivery ni delivery person. So, magbabayad na kayo through bank or whatever the payment method is sa seller nyo. So, yun naman guys. That is all for today. And I hope you guys learned a lot or two from our discussion for today and for our vlog. And I do have a real YouTube channel as well. So, I'm taking this opportunity, ma'am, para i-plug ang aking YouTube channel. You can search my YouTube channel on the YouTube search bar by typing Clyde27. I do hope, guys, you learned a lot sa ating topic ngayon sa accounts payable. So, I hope, guys, na marami kayo natutunan sa video natin ngayon. Sana naging knowledgeable siya and nakatulong sa inyo. And I do hope, guys, I'll see you next time. Keep safe and I'll see you later. Bye for now.
Hi, my name is Kenneth Villan from FM21EVE, and for today's video, I'm gonna discuss to you what is factoring accounts receivable or invoice factoring. Invoice factoring is simply selling your accounts receivable or invoices to other company, known as factor. Oftentimes, this is known as accounts receivable financing. It means that the receivables are being sold to a factor, which then collect the cash from the customers. The factor makes profit either by charging fee, charging interest, or by paying below face value for the receivables. And factoring accounts receivable could be with recourse or without recourse. When we say with recourse, it means that the seller has to compensate the factor for any unpaid receivable. And when we say without recourse, it means that the factor bears the cost of unpaid receivable. There will obviously be a higher charge for this service to compensate the factor for the higher cost. These are the benefits of factoring accounts receivable or invoice factoring. Number 1 is elimination of bad debts. A non-recourse factor will assume the risk of bad debts, thus eliminating this expense from your income statement. Second one is professional collection. Not only will a good factor collect receivables in a professional manner, but he will eliminate overhead association with the collection process. Third one is unlimited capital. Factoring is the only source of financing that grows with your sales. As sales grows, more cash becomes available for you to use, which allows you constantly meet the demand. And the fourth one is take advantage of volume and early payment discount. With improved cash flow, you will be in a position to take advantage of these accounts which directly affect the bottom line. And number 5 is no debt incurred. Factoring is not a loan, and therefore you are not incurring any debt. This keeps your balance sheet looking good, thereby making it easier to obtain other types of financing or to sell the company. The sixth one is factoring is easy and fast. The application required to establish factoring relationship is much simpler than other types of financing. No tax return, financial statements, business plans, or projection are needed. And the last one is no personal guarantees. The company's participants do not have to personal guarantees the payment of the funding. They usually have to guarantee against fraud or disputes, but not against customers' inability to pay.
What's up everyone? This is Angelo, this is Santos reporting. And for today, we're going to talk about negotiated financing. On this topic, we're going to talk about money market credit, the two types of unsecured loans, which is unsecured loans and secured loans, the third cost of borrowing, and lastly secured or asset-based loans. So without further, let's go into it. So for the first one, we have the commercial papers. Commercial papers are short-term unsecured promissory notes. is generally issued by a large corporation. So commercial papers, guys, is commonly used in large corporations because commercial papers may come in handy big operations such as a whole cast of market. Okay, next is unsecured loans. Unsecured loans are a form of debt or money borrowed that is not backed by the pledge of a specific asset. This means that we are borrowing or a business borrowing a loan without any security and not is backed by any pledge. So this type of loan is kind of risky. Next type of loan will be secured loans. Secured loans are a form of debt for money borrowed with specific asset have been pledged to guarantee payment. This sounds better compared to our first loan because this type of loan is pledged by the borrower, thus giving you can assurance that he or she, the individual, will pay in the future. And for our part, we will discuss the third costs of borrowing. Here we're going to talk about interest rate, prime rate, compensating balance, and lastly, method of computing interest rate. So let's go into the first one, interest rate. So what is interest rate? So stated nominal interest rate on a most business loans are determined through negotiated between the borrower and the lender. So the interest given by the lender to the borrower. Next is prime rate. Prime rate is a short-term interest rate charged by the banks to large creditworthy customer following that will be a compensating balance. Balance means that demand deposit maintained by a firm to compensate a bank for services provided credit, illness, or loan. And lastly, method of compensating interest rate. This rate, the two common ways in which interest or a short-term business loan may be paid on a collect basis or on discount basis. Okay? And that's all for today. My knowledge and business, I hope you guys learned a lot for listening to me. And always, this is Angelo Santos. I see you later. Bye for now.
Sugar, there's a reason.